So, hello everyone again. You're joining us back in Bobby's Box, day 2 of the Stalking Show, for I think what probably would be our last podcast of the show. We've done, I think, 8 or 9. It's been a long couple of days, but it's been very enjoyable. And our final guest is Tom from Devana, who we really have to thank for Bobby's Box, all his idea, and it's been an absolutely brilliant little venue for us to sit and stay away from the crowds. So, yeah, Tom, do you want to tell us a little bit about Devana and also Tom's targets and how the show's been? And
yeah, good afternoon, guys. It's thanks for having me. The box, I think, it's absolutely fantastic here, and glad you made good use of it to make your own studio for the weekend. But the Stalking Show's been really good for us. It's been a success, definitely, and credit to the Stalking Show, to the organisers. It's a really good show. It's been put together really well. So so from our point of view, Devana Hunting, we started it a few years ago, actually in April 2020. So not the best time with COVID hitting the country and stuff like that, but actually it gave us a chance to kind of get on our ducks in a row and set it up properly. And the first year, myself, my business partner, still working full time and kind of doing it in our spare time. And really, it started with just putting some money back into our hobby, which is deer stalking. Obviously, everybody can appreciate the costs rack up very quickly with deer stalking, and it was just a way to kind of fund it, really. And actually, the success we had to start with, we actually bought the high seat stalking with us for the weekend, and rather than totting up the bill at the end and paying in cash, we paid in high seats. So it was a way to get more out of the sport, and then took bigger orders on. It grew and grew, and then it is developed into what it is today, which we're supplying hundreds of high seats a month up and down the country, which is fantastic.
And how, because you do quite a few different models, don't you, in terms of high seats? I'm going to get this totally wrong, so you're going to have to correct me. You've got a single, a double, a freestander, the sort of box that we're in today.
Yeah, so we do a whole range, and again, it's grown. So we spent, I spent my life growing up in high seats, and normally my dad and my granddad would drop me off in a high seat and leave me there on my own for a few hours, and I'd get painfully stiff, get bored, and just uncomfortable. So it was kind of when I got to the age of I was doing my own thing, I was like, right, let's make something more comfortable, let's make something that people want. And so our range has grown then. So to start off with, we kind of set our stall out with only doing freestanding high seats. I'm sure anybody who has tried to site a lean-to seat, there's no perfect tree, but then eventually, the demand for the lean-to seats, everyone loves a lean-to seat, so we do lean-tos, freestandings, in singles, in doubles, and then we do these box seats that we're in today, and great for keeping out the weather. If you've got customers and clients going out deer stalking, you can give them a nice, comfy place to sit in rather than being exposed somewhere. So the range has grown, and it is what it is today.
I have to say, I've got, I think, 4 or 5 of your high seats, and they are by far and away the most comfortable seats that I've been in. They've got a nice bit of recline on them. I really like the footrests you've got, especially in the freestanding one, actually.
That's it, yeah.
Sitting there for a good few hours, and you don't feel really stiff or cramped.
I think that was it. The angle back is a game changer for me. It feels like you're sitting in an armchair rather than bolt upright. The integrated footrests on our metal freestanding, you can actually stand up, relieve those joints, because I know what it is after like 40 minutes. Everything's going stiff, everything's getting shut down. So that's what we really try and do, and we'll make it as comfortable experience as possible, because it does get
Exactly.
Yeah.
And anyone who's either like a keeper on an estate, who they've got some stewardship, or if you're in a countryside stewardship application, you can get a Devana. Do you call it the sort of stewardship seat?
Yeah. So we designed our countryside stewardship grant seat specifically for the countryside stewardship grant. So it does vary a little bit region to region, but typically it has to be galvanised metal, box frame or tube. And at the moment the guidelines state lean-to, but we do still supply freestanding seats for that as well. So speak to whoever is the agent looking after the grant, and they will advise. And you get a significant chunk of it paid through the grant scheme, which is really good. Also, I think if you if your land's in an area of outstanding natural beauty, there's also grants available for that to protect those areas as well. Which a lot of people fall into those areas. Those areas do sort of extend across the country.
And I'm not just saying this because you're sat in front of me, and B, we're sat in one of your high seats, but I've had quite a few clients who bought high seats from you, and the consistent comment has always been that you've been an absolute pleasure to deal with, both in terms of this kind of speed of communication, the speed of delivery, the product that's arrived has been absolutely tip-top. So I think all credit due to you guys.
Yeah, we do try really hard on that, and we're not perfect, we do make mistakes, and we try and get those rectified as soon as possible. Obviously communication is key. We try and, as long as somebody knows, they're aware of a lead time before they get it, and you can be, honest and fair along the way. That's what we really try and do. And yes, we've made mistakes along the way, and it's a big learning curve starting your own business and going for that, but hopefully we've managed to put everything right along the way and put our best foot forward moving forward.
And you caught us slightly unawares on Friday, because you obviously very kindly delivered Bobby's box, delivered and assembled Bobby's box for us on the Friday night here at the Stalking Show, but you arrived in a trailer branded as Tom's Targets, which we thought was a totally separate business, but that sort of comes under the umbrella of what you guys do now, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it's been part of the success that we've seen over the last few years with our brand Devana, but the opportunity came around at the end of last year to purchase Tom's Targets, and we ran the numbers and it sort of fit into our model. So we took Tom's Targets on as of the 1st of Jan 24, and we've seen a fantastic uptake from then, and we worked close with Tom's Targets before anyway. Knew the previous owner. I actually did a lot of the design work for the Targets before, so it kind of was a natural progression really, and it's been really good. We're bringing out a new range of Targets now, so they're kind of addictive. Tom's Targets, I have to say, the customers, you always think they're buying these Hardox Targets, and you never shoot them out, but they always want the new target, they always want something new. So you just spend that time bringing out a new range of Targets, bringing out new systems for everybody, and taking feedback from the customers, and it's been a hectic first quarter of the year, but we're getting there.
I have to say, I'm definitely one of those customers. I started off with a little 4-inch gong, and I thought it'd be quite fun to go back to like 500 yards, 800 yards, and smack a massive big kind of 8-inch gong. And now I really want one of those reactive, row or fallow targets. And you just like you say, every time you get a new one, you're like, oh, that other reactive one would be quite cool. It's a great little product for that.
Yeah, definitely, and they improve your shooting so much. So I think deer stalkers, as a whole, you go check your zero, and then you go stalking, and you might not shoot the rifle again for a few weeks, or you might go straight back out on quarry again. And it's they're great just to have somewhere you can leave up somewhere and just check your zero, grow a bit of confidence. The deer silhouettes are great for somebody getting into the industry as well. So if you're just getting into stalking, they're great to build confidence. You can see where you're shooting, you can aim on a real life-size target rather than shooting paper, get a reaction, and it really does grow that confidence.
I have fallen in love, and I've just had to go on your website to double check the name of it, but the Pro Stand, because from what I understand when I was chatting to you guys yesterday, is you can get the Pro Stand but with a spike on the end, basically, so you can literally like jam that into the ground, because where we are up in Chiltern Hills, a lot of we'll be basically shooting into a bank most of the time, so actually to have something you could just stick into the ground, and we have used the Zero Hero quite a lot for that, which again is another awesome product. So you're going to find me on your stand later this afternoon buying a Pro Stand with a spike on the bottom, if you've got one left, because it looks like they are selling.
They are selling quick.
Like hotcakes.
Yeah, selling quick, but we'll get one sorted. We'll make sure I'll tuck one away somewhere when I get back, but no, we'll definitely get that done. We'll definitely get that done.
So what's next for you guys?
I don't know, it's a good question, I suppose. We're always looking to expand, always looking to take on anything on. We've had some really good orders come in recently for high seats. We've got an order of about 120, 130 in the process at the moment that we're working our way through. I don't know what's next for us. We're trying to just, really consolidate everything, really make sure the branding, everything's on point, and then, looking for that next, next little project within the sector that we can take on. But hopefully do some more deer stalking, because I feel like I haven't got out at all last season, so maybe this year a bit more deer stalking.
Well, you're chatting to the right people. You'll have to come out with us. But we've got muntjac, roe, Chinese water deer, and of course plenty of fallow. So you're always very welcome.
Well,
you can come and sit in one of your own high seats as well.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. No, that'd be very generous. Yeah, no, it's definitely more stalking. Put me down for that on 24, 25. That's the goal for the season.
Yeah. And so, aside from yourselves, what else have you seen at the show that's kind of piqued your interest, or have you not had much of a chance to have a look round yet?
I haven't had loads of chance to look round. Always got room to buy some more Yeti stuff. I'm a bit of a Yeti, whore, if I can say that word. But any bit of Yeti that comes my way, the partner, every time she sees it, why are you bought all of those? And just can't help myself. So Yeti, definitely. I think I'd love to get something set up, one of those thermals that go on the end of the scope. I think that's one bit of kit I haven't got at the moment, and just every time you go out and just like want that bit of extra light at the end just for that last fox in the evening or something like that. I think that would be a really handy purchase. But apart from that, I think I'm pretty set with everything. But there's always something. It's great to see so many different options here. So it's really good, good.
Stalking Show 2024. Sorry. Stalking Show 2025. You think you'll be back for that?
We'll be back. Yeah, if David will have us, we'll be back. Definitely back. Yeah, no, it's really good. Really good to see everybody. It's a good show for us, and just great to meet everyone. And the amount of people come up to you and compliments about your targets, your high seats. It's absolutely fantastic. So it's worth coming just to meet everybody.
Excellent. Well, Tom, thank you so much for coming on the podcast. Thank you again so much for Bobby's Box in our studio.
Welcome.
It's been
Thanks
a
for
lovely
having
little
me.
home for us for the weekend. We will chat again soon.
Superb. Great. Cheers, guys. Thank you very much.